Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to a new video, and in today's video I finally show you a deck with the Golden Snitch. So here is my current deck with the Golden Snitch. I played a few games with the deck and honestly I felt that it was not too bad. It worked really well. It may seem a bit crazy to put the Niffler and the Golden Snitch in one deck, but it worked. So you guys probably already know my new deck and it's a bit similar. I just changed one or two cards and then also companion. As you can see, I took the Malfoy gang out and put Cassandra in there because it just gives me a bit more of protection, you know, in case there comes a spammy thing or a Ron, whatever. If a Ron comes close to me, I put inflations on him once he's in the Cassandra circle. That's what I always do to get rid of Ron. Well, unless I don't have inflations in hand, well then it's very unlucky. And then I took, sadly, the crap out to put the Golden Snitch in it, but taking the crap out and putting the Golden Snitch in it makes the deck just way faster. Besides of that, I have Whoopers here to give me more protection against spam overall, so I don't feel too unsecure and so on. So I think this works pretty well, but you will just see a few games and then you can decide for yourself if it's good or not. And here we go, against Kaboom again. Well, I admitted that, damn, lately it's getting more and more like the games against the same people over and over again. I wish I would see more and more different players, but it's kinda stuck in this loop of the same players over and over again. Granted, sometimes I see some new names popping up here and there, but mostly same players over and over again. Yeah, it is what it is. I would love to see more names in the game, but hey, nothing to do about it. And here you see the Ron immediately, and lucky me I had inflations, pow, and you just kill Ron. That's like literally the reason why I have inflations here. You can just stop a Ron, and since Ron is very present in almost every deck or in a ton of decks as a companion, it gets a lot of value. And yeah, don't fear to use your Whoopers. Just randomly put them on the field, especially if you know the enemy is playing spam. Put the Whoopers randomly on the board, and yeah, it will make more pressure. It will give you, let's say, more defense in that sense, because the opponent can play spam units, whatever, but as long as you have the Whoopers on the board, everything should be fine. First, a second companion, obviously McGonagall, because yeah, you often have like those 1 MP units in your hand. Sadly here she didn't survive. He like waited at a good moment to play his T-bow and everything to get rid of McGonagall, but often you get a very good amount of value from them. You see, he has now like Whoopers on the board, and it's very annoying for me to even play something. So yeah, you can see how annoying Whoopers can be. Whoopers are annoying. Yeah, here's the Golden Snitch. Pop. You know, you need to wait for the perfect moment to play the Golden Snitch. You know, Golden Snitch is not a card that you can just randomly play without having something on the board. You need to be very careful, because if you have just a Golden Snitch on the board and nothing else, well, you could just get overrun by the enemy, because it still costs 5 MP. Granted, you get MP back and everything, but it takes a little bit. So be very cautious with it. Yeah, the benefit also is you get like more movements and everything. So yeah, I need to personally also adjust to having more movements, because I'm just not used to it, you know. So I need to get the feel for the extra movements. But yeah, here he played the book, so luckily my character refocused on the Whooper and not didn't stay on the book. And yeah, here was another perfect moment for the Snitch. I just love it. It's a very cool and very unique card. I mean, it's very unique. Sure, Niffler gives you MP, but the Golden Snitch gives you also more movements and everything. So yeah, and at some point we just overrun Kaboom. At some point we literally just overrun him. That's usually how it should go. At some point maybe it doesn't look like the best, but you will be able to do comeback with this deck. Just play very smartly, play Whoopers. Just play them out, they give you a good amount of defense while they're on the board. And yeah, let's check some more games out. Yeah, here we are at the next game. Also pretty interesting, he played twins. I must honestly say, people that are very experienced with twins, it can be kinda strong, to be honest. You will also see his cards are not that low. A Rampant is one of my problem cards, I admit, because I literally have nothing to really stop it. I have Inflatius, but yeah. Bam! Inflatius, and Ron is dead. You see, that's the thing, never play Inflatius before you didn't see his first companion here, for example, because it could be a Ron. If it would have been a Ron, I could not have stopped him. So, you see, you need to be very careful about those things. And yeah, chill. Here I was like, I can play Golden Snitch. He has nothing on the board. I still have a cute Ashwinder and everything here, Niffler, to get like a super big ramp up with MP. And the Rampant. Ah, yeah, it's so annoying. So annoying. I hate it. Yeah, don't fear to play McGonagall, because McGonagall is just, yeah. I told it in every video. I think she makes a lot of puts a lot of pressure. He played it very well. Like, it was almost obvious for me that he has an IV. If he waits so long for his companion, but like IV second spot is very common, you know. But here I had like a lot on the board, so why not play Golden Snitch and everything? But yeah, his plays were a bit weird, that he waited for Locomotor with bomb box and everything. I don't know, in my opinion he just waited too long. I had like, do I have 3 or 4 Whoopers on the board? It's so much going on. So yeah, you should not wait too long to put something on the board, which he did. So, and if at some point you suddenly have 3 or 4 Whoopers on the board, you have MP ramping up the whole time and everything, yeah, well, what do you want to do? So he played very weirdly, but I think he was just very cautious, let's say it like this, or he was very scared because of the Whoopers. So I think that's the reason why he waited to play something, but you cannot just wait and do nothing. That's probably the worst thing he could have done. That's why this game was so fast. Yeah. Next game. And I think this is the first time that we play against Swiffle. Swiffle, some of you may know him, it's Remy. Remy, a very experienced Taiwan player. I also learned some things here and there from him. So I think he was also pretty high in Taiwan, but yeah, as I say, very experienced player. He has very low card levels. That is a thing, we will never ignore it, as I say it. But besides of that, sadly the matchup is not too good for him. Some people because I had this game while I also streamed, and some people clearly said it is a very hard matchup, and it is. Like, Harry against full spam, Newt, yeah, his run will not get the value that he would need to get. That's also a thing, because bam, Inflatius. That's always very hard. Like, run is one of your best answers to spam, you know. It will give you like a bit of room to breathe. Okay, his run cleared a little bit the board, for sure, but Cassandra's still there and everything. Well, Cassandra will not get a lot of value anyway, but yeah, you can see he's playing a very common Harry deck that was meta back then in Taiwan version of the game. So the cards that you will see make totally sense, and you can probably copy his Harry deck. It is a valuable, a legit Harry deck, to be honest. But yeah, the problem is he didn't have like anything to really clear the board or to clear my McGonagall, let's say it like that. And if you cannot kill McGonagall, oof, it's hard. It's hard. You will have a hard time. The card levels definitely played a role in here. She would have a little less value, to be honest, if it would have been on the same level. But yeah, I mean, he's literally just running around the whole time. Luckily he has enough movements because of the Golden Snitch, but yeah, what do you want to do here? It's just too much. And yeah, it was not the best matchup for him. It would probably been better if he would have played an Avada deck, but yeah, I banned Dobby. Like, nowadays, depending on which decks I play, I just ban Dobby because it can be, yeah, not too crazy bad in this current meta, to be honest. Especially if you face a player like him that knows how to play. Whew. I mean, lucky that I banned Dobby, because I think against his Dobby Avada, I'll probably have lost, but just look at here, he moved a lot, right? But there's just too much going on the board, and I even had like 2 snitches at one point. It just gets like overwhelming. Also MP ramps faster and everything. Yeah, I could honestly also move way more, but that's the thing. I need to get used to having like so much more movements. Yeah, GG. There was literally nothing he could do here, to be honest. Yeah, on an even level it would probably have been closer, but since the matchup is better for Newt, I would definitely say, yeah, not too easy for him. So yeah, this was it. This was the first Golden Snitch Deck video on my channel. I think it works pretty well, and probably I can get more value with this kind of deck as before with the crab. But we will test it out. It always depends on the current meta. Sometimes you need to tweak things out, change it here and there, and yeah. By the way, I Magic Awakened. Oh yeah, I pushed to Magic Awakened yesterday. Was pretty straightforward, but we can see that more and more big whales from the Asian region are there, like most whales. Whales equals people with max cards, very high cards. Compared to them, I'm just a little baby whale. But yeah, so those people are the real pain grinders, and makes it obviously a little bit more challenging, I admit it. Yeah, I would say besides that, nothing more to add to it. This was it. I hope that you will also have like some kind of success with the deck in case you test it out. And yeah, Golden Snitch is a very fun card. I think in the future it will be way stronger, because there are just some cards that work better with the Golden Snitch, and with more upcoming cards, other cards will also benefit, and Golden Snitch is one of the cards that will benefit from other cards that we still don't have yet. I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, this was it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And I would say see you on the next video. Bye bye.